Hello, my name is Diana Shoop. I have been a barrel racer since I was 16 years old, and I am now 56. So y'all can do the math. But I've ridden multiple horses and have trained many. One thing that I do is also I'll get in some barrel horses that need some rehabilitation. And this horse's name is Bonus. And when Bonus came to me, Bonus had 4 broken ribs. And as you can see back on his ankle, he had a cut tendon that had never been repaired. And he came with some severe thrush issues. And thrush is something that does not go away just because the ground gets dry. Thrush is something that once they get it, is very hard to clear up. And it's very, very important that when a horse has thrush, that as you can see, he's got dirt that just piles up in his feet. And it's very important that you keep their feet clean, because what happens with thrush is this frog will deteriorate from the thrush that gets in there. It becomes almost a severe infection if you're not on it, and it eats the frog away, and so that causes your horse to be very, very sore and will cause them to jump just like he just jumped. So what we do is we clean his feet very, very thorough with a hoof pick. As you can see, this is my favorite one. And with it, you trim or have your horseshoer trim the frog and get the infected area off as best you can. The next thing that you do with Young Living Oils, which I need to tell you that I have been acquainted with Young Living Oils probably for about 15 years total. I am what they call an executive silver in Young Living. I love the product. I have used it for everything with me and with my horses. And so I have multiple things to share with y'all on how Young Living oils and supplements affect a horse and how it can rehabilitate them or repair something and help them get to winning again. And just so you know, Bonus is winning again. So, all right, it says that with thrush, one of the number 1 things is that you've got to get their feet clean and keep them clean. It says to do it 2 to 3 times a day. So I clean it. I have had my farrier clean his frog, and then I use Thieves Cleaner, undiluted Thieves Cleaner. I put it in a bucket and I squirt it on his frog. It says for you to let it soak a minimum of 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. So you're gonna put his foot down in a bucket of water. You're okay, Bubba. You're okay. You're okay. There you go. There you go. I know I didn't put too much. So you're gonna put his foot down and let it soak for 20 to 30 minutes and get it really good and clean. And so once that happens, I'm not gonna sit here with you for 20 to 30 minutes, but once that takes place, there you go, there you go. You're okay, you're okay. I will wipe it off, and then I will show you how I administer the oils, the Young Living products, to start killing the thrush and getting rid of it. So we'll let him, while he's soaking just for a minute or 2 here, and then we will pull his foot back out. I'll dry it really well, and then I'll show you how I administer the oils. He came in with really bad thrush. He came in a year ago with absolutely, you could not see the frogs in his feet. They were drawn up so badly. He now has frogs. He now has good feet, and I am able to run him on them. Also, the other thing is a horse's feet are a lot like human's feet. There are all kinds of glands and things in their feet that have to be cared for. And a horse's feet are also like human's feet in the fact that if their feet aren't good, they're not good. They hurt, it sends all of the pain up through their whole body. So it's very important to care for a horse's feet and legs. So we'll pull his foot out of the bucket. We will dry it out. Make sure we've got it all good and clean here. Get all the dirt. Get it away from the frog. Make sure I have it all out. All good and clean. It's all rinsed off. Gotten the soap off of it, soap out of it. Really good. Because you want to do the best you can. I realize they're animals, but you want to do the best you can to have a clean surface. I mean, you're not going to have it spotless, but you can have it clean. He's also very, very gentle, so he's a good one for me to show. I take Young Living's Ortho Ease, and I pour it on his frog. I love Ortho Ease. It has a lot of anti-inflammatory. It's also very soothing. So I just pour it on his frog and around his cornet band. His frog is right here in the middle of his foot. I can't really bend his foot around to show you, and then I just work all of that in. And then the oils that it calls for to deal with thrush, I have multiples of them here. Number one is thieves, and I put a minimum of 5 to 10 drops right on his frog, and I let it soak in, and it has literally gotten rid of the thrush in his foot. I also use Eucalyptus globus. It is another one that really, really works great, and I put 5 to 10 drops also right down his frog. Some horses can't hold their foot this long, but he seems to be doing very well. Another one that is very good to use is Digest. Another one that I use all the time is Valor, because horses' feet have little bones in them, just like any of us. And so Valor is a very important oil to use. It helps align all of the bones in their feet. It's also very good for thrush. The other one that is good, if there's a lot of infection in, is oregano. He doesn't have infection now, so I'm not going to use oregano. I'm going to let him go ahead and put his foot down because he's getting tired of it holding up. You have to always be very aware of your horse and how he's feeling. When he starts putting pressure on me, that lets me know that he's tired of holding his foot up. It's just like us. You don't want to stand on one leg for hours. Another thing that I have used with this horse is sulfazyme. I've also used the sulfazyme and the BLM powder a lot on him because he came in with a tendon that had been cut, and 4 ribs that had been broken. And the sulfazyme powder, I put it in his feed morning and night, and I put the BLM in, and this sulfazyme is awesome. Cleanses their liver, helps get rid of any toxins that are in him, but it's also very, very good because of the MSM, very, very good with healing powers of the tendons, the ligaments, anything. It's also very good for humans to take, but matter of fact, I take it, but I feed it to about 4 horses on our place, it and BLM. So that's the moment on thrush today, and we will do another live feed when we can. Thank you.